Hey everybody, T-Man again, bringing you guys another video. This video will be doing what I think of the upcoming promotion. I did a video like this a while back. This is an updated one now of what I think of the new promotion, Global Force Wrestling, and what type of impact I think Global Force Wrestling will have. First of all, when I first heard of Global Force, I got excited. I thought, oh wow, cool, this is another promotion. Not necessarily that's going to compete with Vince right away or nothing along those lines, but another alternative. And especially when it was getting hype and a lot of momentum was when WWE program was really bad. So I thought, wow, this is great, another alternative to watch. And then I kind of didn't really think too much about it because back, when was it? I think in February, I had this dinner thing with Vince Russo, and I was able to talk to him. And he was supposed to be on my show. He said he was going to do a online interview with me, and never did. I messaged him on Twitter, even though he said he was, but whatever. He clearly could have said, no, I'm too busy for that. Well, anyways, he just lied, but I'm not a hater, so whatever. But a simple I'm too busy would have been nice, but he said he was going to do it. If someone says you're going to do something, you should do it anyways. He told me at that dinner that you're never going to see Jeff Jarrett have a event. I'm not going to go too much into that. I promised him that I wouldn't say clearly everything he told me at that dinner, and I'm not. So I'll just leave it at that. But he said you're never going to see that. He's not going to do a whole show. He's just going to do these inner things with other promotions and stuff. These joint promotions like he did with New Japan and stuff like that. You won't see him have his own event. I'll leave it at that, he told me. And I'm like, all right. Sad. Okay. I thought we were going to see a new federation with a roster and a whole show. He's like, no, that won't happen. Obviously, it looks like it is going to happen because Jeff Jarrett announced in Vegas that they are going to have a show and that they're going to have TV tapings, and they're in negotiation with networks, and they announced their first part of the announce team, which was MMA veteran and wrestling fan Chael Sonnen, which was great. There's no one better on the mic than Chael Sonnen, and the rumor is it's not a done deal yet. They want to pair him up with Jim Ross, and announce team is so important. That would probably be the best announce team in wrestling. You got the voice of wrestling in today's era, Jim Ross, team up with one of the best, quick-wittiest guys in any microphone, any line of whatever you want to talk about, Chael Sonnen. They will be a great announce team. Don't know quite what the roster is going to look like yet, but it doesn't matter. And this is just another, I love this. This is just another great thing to add. In a way, I kind of feel like the territorial days might be coming back. It'll never be like it was, but in a sense, because you got a lot of promotions right now. You got obviously WWE being the mecca, and then you have TNA Impact, and you got Lucha Underground, you got New Japan, you got Ring of Honor still around there, and I mean they're trying to upgrade their deal. Now you got Global Force Wrestling. I mean, you got all these different promotions popping up now, and this is really good for wrestlers. Now wrestlers have a lot of different places to go. If all these guys could get better TV contracts and up the games a little bit more, yeah, man, WWE's gonna have to, I don't think they're ever gonna reach WWE's level, because WWE is just, they have so much money, and you can't ever compete with WWE on money. But Jeff Jarrett, man, he's a smart guy, dude. Guy's third, fourth generation promoter. He's been around Jerry Jarrett back in the day. It's very interesting, guys. The wrestling world is going to get really interesting, and now with Global Force Wrestling announcing shows and stuff, it should be very interesting. Now, I don't want to see Jeff Jarrett's ego get involved here. I have a feeling they'll more compete with TNA, and I see TNA and Jeff Jarrett maybe having a blow because Jeff Jarrett founded TNA, and and you know, he parted ways with TNA and he started that company. I don't know how Dixie Carter feels about Global Force. I'm sure Jeff Jarrett's going to be taking a lot of some of the talent away from TNA and bringing. I'm sure Dixie won't be too happy about that. Should be very interesting. So I'm hoping they could keep it civil and not really clash with each other. Focus on what the real threat is. WWE and just really all those guys of TNA, Global Force, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, New Japan. All these guys could just focus on, well, New Japan, man, they're doing their thing and they're doing a good job. But if all those other guys could all focus on what they need to do, and focus on the product, really building their rosters up, building it good. Maybe we could see like a super clash like we did back in the day with all the promoters coming together. It didn't work back in the day because those promoters were really, really, really all about themselves and all about them all about their champions. But if these line of promoters, Jeff Jarrett, Dixie Carter, Chavo Guerrero, and the guys from Lucha, whoever's in charge of Ring of Honor, could all come together and really come up with something, that might be interesting. That might be really, really interesting. But that's going way down the ladder. That's just fantasy booking at this time. But anyways, that'll conclude this video. Make it real short and simple. Global Force. It'll be great to have another wrestling company in the mix. See you for the next video, guys.